My name is Miguel Pineda. I'm the Community Outreach Coordinator with SideWalk. And I'm here to share a little bit about my journey with an amazing nonprofit called SideWalk and how that journey's kind of affected me. And I've had some time to kind of reflect on my own life and try and understand, thinking of the young man that my mom and dad raised and thinking of the man that I am today, had a lot to do with volunteers and service and giving of oneself and living out your values. And so I wrote some spoken word pieces that I want to share with you all, if that's okay. Can I do that tonight? Is that okay? Cool. I want to share some pieces that I wrote in sort of a response to some of these ideas. This first piece that I wrote is called, "What Do I Represent?" The son of an Aztec warrior who carved opportunities out of mountainsides, son of the mother of our earth who sent the minds as many, many men far beyond what they ever knew was possible. Brother to a human with a heart that could float all of us. And he would carry us with his legs for miles and days, the wheels rotating around the sun to make just one point. I am mortal. I was born of the skin that I rolled out of bed with. Likely, like the earthy skin and the desert sky of my elders, no one will let you forget. You don't want to forget. If they make you forget, you must remind yourself that you are the son of an Aztec warrior who carved opportunities out of mountainsides, son of the mother of the earth who sent the minds of many men far beyond what they ever knew was possible, brother to a human with a heart that we could all float on. And he would carry us with his legs for miles and days, the wheels rotating around the sun to make just one point. Thank you. As I reflected, I continued to think about this man to be who was born in 1986, March 25, whose father was born in Texas and mother was raised in Eastern Washington, who's only one generation shy of Mexican grandparents. My parents were the first generation in this country, and it gave us a lot to think about. They lived that understanding of life. They lived our culture by giving what they had. I remember my mom making jars of salsa for the neighbor who was sick, or a coworker who didn't have anything to eat that night. So you can put it on anything, honey. My dad, he stopped. He stopped one time for a state patrolman in the middle of the freeway. He had blown out his tire. I said, "Why would you ever do that? Why would you ever stop to help a cop on the side of the road?" That's who we are. We help people. They protect us. Whoa. And so I had a lot of time to think about what this meant. I grew up with a brother who had spina bifida. Does anybody know what spina bifida is? It's a genetic curvature in their spine. And even though that was a challenge, he never let it be. I mean, I lived days worrying about my brother, if he would make it, if he would be okay the next day, or if we were going to make it through the hospital, or who knows what. And so, coincidentally, I spent a lot of time growing up spending time in a hospital, having to be around a hospital, having to wonder why all these sick people are here at a young age, and just kind of worry. And then one day, I figured it all out. All these people at the hospital, not everybody was paid to be there. Not everybody was paid to be there. It was weird. So you mean to tell me this person that's hanging out in this room with me wants to be there on their own and they ain't getting paid? That blew my mind. Somebody could care so much about me that they would be there for free. I took a job at SideWalk a year ago, and I've seen some of the most heroic acts and most humanizing acts anybody could ever imagine. We share space, we share time, we share ideas, we consider all the possibilities. And it made me think of something else that helped me grow up. Does anybody like superheroes? Does anybody like the Green Flash or the Hornet or the Hulk? Or for me, it was Wolverine. It was Wolverine because you couldn't stop Wolverine. There's nothing you could shoot him and he might have a wound, but it'll just cover back up and you don't have anything to worry about. I've seen this same superhero behavior in people that volunteer with our organization. And to be honest, they do the majority of the work. I wrote a little story about my observations. And this piece is called To Give is to Live. House or home, spot or crib, to give is to live. To shout or to scream, to suggest a team, to reevaluate your perception, take a helping hand, give a helping hand to a team with a plan and empower the people to make their own stand. Or sit. They don't matter. Passive-aggressive behavior only supports the latter. It's a big fancy breakfast and opportunity is the only thing on the platter. Take your instant reaction to your dissatisfaction that there was someone sitting in front of me on my business, and my customers are scared. Can't you see? We, the people, are trying to get people like you to care. It doesn't have to be confrontational. Heck, this thing works. Let's be celebrational. Then bring that rationale right on back. I am my brother's keeper, but I must allow my brother to be kept. And to not get swept away, because my friend told me just the other day, hey, you can't sit there. Oh, here? I wasn't going to sit there. I was going to stand here, one fist in the air, and give my space to my friend. I promised and gave my word that I would do that till the end. Even then, I will not falter. To give is to live, so let's share the shelter. Thanks for letting me share my experience.